Hey there, everybody. Hey. Welcome into the ESPN FC studios. Herc, Seb, Ale, Frank, and your questions to boot here on a Friday. Let's start with the first one here.
Before we start.
Who's in trouble?
Well, you are. Can we tell people how difficult it has been to get players to come to my backyard?
Okay.
Wait. At the Moreno Mental. We play 2v2. Seth and I, that's two.
That's two.
We have wait. We have a third player already available. We have three. And if only we had a player, a former player who lived close by who could come to my house and play.
Young guy in his
Young guy,
40s.
he still can move.
Yeah.
Younger than me.
Frank.
Significantly younger than me.
Frank, back me up here. I've not done anything in 8 years. Tell this man that if I go play pickup soccer in his backyard with whoever the third party is and this guy, I'm going to tear my ACL and my hamstring apart.
Can you please back me up here? Would you go play soccer in Ali's backyard? Testimonial games all the time?
No, that's not a testimonial.
We walk. We barely run. We walk.
All right. Would Trent Alexander-Arnold be a good option for Barcelona in the summer? Okay, I don't know where the money's coming from, but I love Koundé, but offensively he doesn't offer anything. On the other side, Arnold isn't that good defensively, but is the best going forward. As a coach, do you prefer your right back to be good in attack or defense? Ale, there's a lot to unpack there.
A lot to
sorry, TA out of contract.
A lot to unpack, but what I would say is, given the injury to Dani Carvajal and the long-term injury to Dani Carvajal, and you don't know exactly what his future holds, while Barcelona may be an option, Real Madrid becomes an alternative, very clear option for both the club and the player, in this case, Trent Alexander-Arnold. And so I understand the point here, and that Jules Koundé seems to be just a solution for now, not for the long term in Barcelona as a right back. But Real Madrid are also in the running for this, and there have been rumors of that going on anyways, that Trent Alexander-Arnold would be interested to go to Real Madrid. Right. It feels that that's more likely than Barcelona.
I mean, I 100% agree, and it's actually, from what I've been reading reports, probably a buy in January, right, in that transfer window, because you don't really want to put Militao on the right, and you don't want to put Fede Valverde, who's been absolutely ridiculous for you in the midfield, anywhere outside of that position. So if you could bring in a player like Trent Alexander, it makes a ton of sense for Carlo Ancelotti.
Hey, Frank, you like Trent Alexander-Arnold as a right back for Real Madrid? Does he defend enough?
Well, because the right question is, the question is really about, which one would you choose, as a right back. A right back, in the word right back, you have back, so defender. So I'd rather have a defender. If you talk about a fullback, maybe Alexander-Arnold has more opportunities and tools offensively. It depends how you play and how you really want to play. I mean, if you are Atletico Madrid, you don't want Trent Alexander-Arnold for sure. If you really want to play offensively, TAA is a real plus, and he shows that every time he has the ball. But you have to secure, and you have to make sure the players around him secure the position when he's not there or when he forgets to be there. So it's complicated. I would say Koundé is doing the job defensively, and for me, a right back has to be good, firstly, defensively.
Just a clarification, fullback also has the word back in it. Right. Just full disclosure.
Yeah. Full field, I think.
Yeah. As back in it. Right.
Well. Yeah, but the full is more vague. The full.
Totally agree. Yes. Makes sense.
That makes sense now, Frank.
The next question comes from Shaka Hislop's credit card debt for Frank.
Oh my God!
How did you hype yourself
never
up?
Used.
No. How did you hype yourself up, Frank, for matches when you were having games against national teams that you knew were below your level that you could win without having your A-team play?
How did I have myself? Well, playing or watching it? Playing
when you were playing the minnows.
I always thought that you play for the national team, so you have to play with pride and professionalism. So you cannot consider playing another country and not giving your best. So you know, I had the chance to play with fantastic players and not losing too many games. So even if I was at 100%, I could see that some of us, you know, weren't at 100%, but it was enough to win games against a lower level team. But I really think that you should never underestimate a team, even if the level is lower. And you have to do the job because you play for your country.
Frank, did you ever play US or Mexico when you were with France?
I played against Mexico, and I'm sorry, I don't remember it. I was red carded, and I saw that like 2 months ago. I don't remember the game. We played at the Parc des Princes. That was at the beginning, and I'm very sorry for the Mexicans, but I love the shirt. I would have loved to swap the shirt, and I didn't because I was red carded, so I was upset. So I stayed in the dressing room. But yeah, that's something that I completely forgot. Never play against United States. I would have loved to. I played against Venezuela, and I have the shirt.
Wow, so there we see the rankings of who he respects more. Venezuela got the shirt. Mexico doesn't remember playing against, and then the U.S. never played.
Yeah, that was with the national team. The national team A was the B team, and we went to Martinique and we played against Venezuela, and Colombia. I think we drew against Venezuela and we lost against Colombia. But I remember the game, and I saw the shirt like 2 weeks ago. Very nice shirt. One day.
Is it the classic? Is it the classic Vino Tinto Venezuela shirt, Frank?
It's no. It's I think it was yellow with 2 stripes there. Yeah. I will try next time to put it out and show it to you.
All right, just all that I heard there was that Mexico was forgettable.
Yes, yeah, I heard it too. Trust me, I heard it. I wrote it down in my notebook.
What year do you think it was?
Well, I think it was not. I think he's mentioned it before. I think it was either 96 or 97. It was. It was leading into the World Cup.
It was a decent Mexico team.
Oh yeah.
It was even a little bit before. I think it was 95 or 96, because we played at the Parc des Princes, and I think it was just before the Euro in England, something like that. I will check that out too.
August 96, we're told from production. It's all up here. It's all up here.
Wow.
Natum's interior decorator for Herc. Is there a lot of truth to what Tim Ream had to say about the length of training done with the U.S. men's national team? Can you confirm or deny having many sessions near 2 hours long? For those who don't know, Tim Ream said that basically the 2-hour session he did with Pochettino was the longest session he'd had in 14 years.
14 years, 4 coaches, 5 coaches, yeah.
I mean, 14 years takes us back to 2010, so that's Bob Bradley days.
Yeah, Bob Bradley, who else? Jurgen Klinsmann, Bruce Arena.
And then all the interims, Greg.
All the interims and Greg's. This is wild to me how much traction this is getting with like fans and pundits.
What's a normal session for a national team? Just
it's not 2 hours. You know, I think it's very rarely 2 hours. Sometimes it's not because the coach doesn't want to work for 2 hours, but you have those time restraints, you know, with the field. But yeah.
I think he's trying to like send a message with the first sessions being so long or something.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the intensity, because that's a word that we've heard over and over and over again from the players, and you absolutely send a message, because at least from the outside looking in, I think we could all, you know, it's fair to say that it looked lax with these players. Some of these players looked and felt very comfortable in their national team setup, and now in comes Pochettino in that resume, and it's not, we get to work here. So not too many times with the national team do I recall ever it being over 2 hours, but the club situation, plenty of those. So I don't think these players who have played in a very high level should be, you know,
how long is our game
weirded out by that?
Gonna be? Well, I thought it's not going to be any long if we don't get Herc to play. We don't
I'm not playing.
And it's not going to be 2 hours, let's just say that. Can I just say, this is a trick as old as time. If you're the new manager, you come in, and the rhetoric has been that the old coach was too buddy-buddy with the players, guess what you do in order to establish a difference between what was and what is? We're gonna work. We're gonna work. And I had this happen with the national team. All of a sudden, we were doing 2-a-days. We used to have like an hour and 15-minute training in the afternoon. New manager came in, 2-a-days. We're doing it in the morning, we're doing it in the afternoon, and we're going for long, long periods of time. And part of what you're doing as a manager is, one, you want to see the attitudes of players in the training session, following the training session, ahead of the training session. Who's talkative, who's not, who's sulking, who's not, who's with me, who's not. And you also are trying to test players and see who jumps off the ship themselves. That you don't even have to push them out. They do it themselves because they don't want to be part of this hard work, of this new era, of this new manager that is pushing me to levels that I'm not used to being pushed at. This is as old as time, and it's going to last for a while up until he knows who are the players that he can trust. And the players get the message, and once the players get the message, then the waters calm down, and we go to normal training session.
Ream was with Jurgen. I recall with Jurgen, there was a long stretch of camps where we would come in and we do physical testing. And I thought that was strange.
Like conditioning testing.
Yeah, like speed test, agility,
But
like
he was just
actual
testing. You weren't
VO2
doing
max.
actual conditioning.
But that's I've never been to a camp with the U.S. Men's National. This was a stretch where you would do physical testing. They wanted to see how fit you were coming in, anaerobic, the VO2, the speed test, the 60, things like the 40, agility. It surprises me that Ream was with Jurgen, and this is
even in those days,
Yeah.
it still wasn't what it is.
Yeah.
What these first.
I'm gonna give Herculez a break.
Thank you.
You know how we were
First time. How long you been working? 7 years? Is that?
You know how we were saying, he was talking about how he would snap his hamstring if he played tomorrow.
Yeah.
We go to this physical testing that he's talking about. We were with the Galaxy, and I remember.
It was the first day.
And I could be
First
wrong,
day.
but I remember.
First day. I know exactly where we're gonna go with that.
Somebody with a 40-yard dash or 60-yard dash snapped his hamstring.
Right at the end line.
Really?
It was the first time I've ever hurt my hand. It was I'm 19.
How old were you?
19. And it's the
You
first
did a
time.
Hemi at 19?
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever felt a muscular injury. But you're
first-
absolutely right. It was the first day.
Yeah, first day of training. I remember
No, you know what?
this.
I think it was the second day because first day was like beep test, right?
Well, I don't
And I just snapped it, and that was it.
Showed up in pretty good shape, clearly.
yeah.
Huh?
Oh, I was flying too. Get the time, clock the time in.
Oh,
But I do
man.
remember that. You're right. Yeah.
So maybe he's not ready for tomorrow.
Nah.
No, I told you.
For Alex, start, bench, and drop
Wait,
on their.
that was giving me a break?
Yeah, I'm giving you a break from playing tomorrow.
Because he said you were even capable of popping a hamstring at 19.
Correct.
At 40 and change.
Yes, I mean, what could
It
potentially
was a
happen?
very fast 40 and change. That's
Let's do some Venezuela all-time stuff here, okay? Start, bench, and drop on their prime. Arango, Rondon, and Josef Martinez.
This is easy.
Oh, it is.
I knew it was going to be easy for you.
This is easy, and it's that same order.
Yeah.
Juan Arango,
Yeah.
Salomon Rondon, and Josef Martinez.
You're huge on Arango. He's like your guy. You always, whenever you
Everybody's
talk.
guy.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
he always, he like.
No, but, I mean, I play with Salomon Rondon as well, and I was sort of the old guy when he was a young guy. So was Josef Martinez for that matter. But Juan Arango, I maintain, and I'm consistent with this. When he wanted to, he was among the best players in the world. When he wanted to. The thing is that he didn't always want to. But and on his best day, he would score goals that were just from another planet, and would do so in moments in which you needed a goal. And we don't score many goals in Venezuela. And so when we look for somebody to score goals, it's like, Juan, are you here? Are you here, Juan? And then he would score a free kick, or he would score a volley, or he would score something that you just go, that's different.
With all due respect, Ale, to Rondon, if Josef Martinez is healthy, never has that knee injury, do you think
No.
that changes?
No.
No?
Salomon Rondon gives you an element of toughness and hold-up play that, from the Venezuelan perspective, you need, because we're not going to attack with 3 guys at a time. We need somebody to hold that up. And Salomon Rondon, for long periods of time for Venezuela, has been battling defenders all by himself. He deserves all the credit that he gets, because quite frankly, he has been really, really important for our national team, and will continue to be. We'll need Salomon Rondon to score some goals if we're gonna make it to the World Cup.
Got the big goal in the 1-1 draw against Argentina. All right, I think, do we have one more question? One more question.
Okay.
From Dan's fancy dress shorts. Seb, which would be more upsetting as a father? If your son were a fan of the U.S. men's national team or of Chivas?
Oh, this is easy.
It's so easy.
This is so easy.
So easy. Chivas. Chivas would be far more upset.
He is red-haired.
Far more upset. He is very red hair. He'd fit right in on the U.S. men's national team.
I'm talking about Chivas.
He might fit in on Chivas too. I would tell you what. Way worse if it's Chivas. Way worse. Way
Do you know what this man did yesterday? I don't know if you know all the drama with Chivas and Fernando Gago. He went to Boca. They took him away. He wore a Boca Juniors jersey to Football Americas yesterday on the day that they snatched him, and it was a big old drama.
Well, can I?
Me trolling?
Yeah. No. Can I just say about Football Americas?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
In general.
Yeah.
And not just. I just want to know the next time I get an invite, and this extends.
Did you not get it?
This extends to Frank as well, because we need
Frank's
to know.
been on the show.
Yeah, I know he has been. I know because #1 Canada fan.
Yeah,
Frank.
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Look at his face.
Right. Got a place in Montreal.
I need to know
There you go.
whenever we get this invite, do we have to wear like hit jerseys,
Yes,
shirts?
Yes.
What do you have in your closet that's
What-
hip? You Germany kid, you got the future? You ready?
The lilac,
Oh, the light. No, what is it you said?
magenta.
Magenta.
I'm just, I don't, I'm just asking for myself and for Frank as well. Like, do we have to wear this sort of stuff? Like, how deep
Yes.
It has the look
Frank-
down.
Frank has it.
Frank's, very
You know?
well,
because see,
sporty
Frank,
casual.
Here's the problem. Frank has a lot of deep V-neck in his wardrobe. A
Yeah.
lot of deep V-neck.
I respect the deep
You
V,
don't have a
Frank. I
deep
respect
V-neck
it.
there? What's up?
When have you seen me wear any sort of V-neck?
I don't know.
No deep V-neck, and certainly no trendy jerseys.
I'm sorry, Sean Connery was wearing V-neck, a turtleneck, and that was very, very classy. I love it.
You do got a bit of Sean
V-neck,
Connery
yeah,
in you.
Sure, I have V-neck.
Yeah.
I have V-neck.
lot of-
I
a
love
lot of fashion
You know
talk.
what? Can I learn something? Because I'm a big fan, and I've never been, but I'm a big fan of Boca Junior and La Bombonera, and would love to go there to see the big game, against River Plate, of course. But I've tried to see the schedule. I'm sure, guys, you can sort out something for me. Make sure that I can
absolutely.
be well seated
We
and
got the in.
something.
We got lots of friends
Thank you
over at
very much.
ESPN Argentina.
He wants to
you
see
know?
10th place versus 9th place right now.
Yeah, hey, well, that game's probably worth a trip any time of year. All right, that'll do it for us here on Extra Time. For Frank, Ale, and Herc, I'm Seb. Thanks for watching. We'll be back
Who's gonna put this trip together for Frank, by the way?
on tomorrow's edition of the show. Make sure to catch it where we will break out the travel guides, see when we're heading down south.